What's up, everybody? Tyson Rouse. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody had an excellent week. It has been one long emotional week, but we got through it with a little positive news today where you saw Aaron Rodgers on McAfee. Looks like he's inspired, he's motivated. He wants to prove science wrong. So all signs are him pointing to him returning. He's going to get back as soon as possible. I saw where he was hinting where it could be this year, but I think he's just trying to be aggressive with it. It'll most likely be next year. But we have to focus on Zach Wilson and the Dallas Cowboys of now. And this game preview is going to be really weird to do because there's so many different factors into it right now. You have the Cowboys coming off a dominant victory over the Giants where the defense looked all world and they had playmakers on offense, to the Jets who had this come from behind victory over the Bills where they played great, but they lost their quarterback. So going into the game, is there a chance where the Cowboys have a letdown after beating their arch rival, but they also had their home opener? Then you had the Jets where they had this emotional win, but they lost their leader. And as the week plays out, they probably realize that more and more. I keep going back to that in the Hard Knocks where Jeff Ulbrich, was doing a film study with his defense. And he's like, you see that throw? That guy's our quarterback. Like, they put so much trust and faith and stock into Aaron Rodgers, and now he's no longer there, that there's going to be some kind of letdown where like, all right, we have to believe this young kid in Zach Wilson can lead us to victory. The same kid, a good portion of these guys gave up on last year. So that's the one thing you got to kind of figure out, just the emotional state going into this weekend. I think part of this is solid rallying the troops who are saying, you know what, everybody's giving up on us. They think we're not good enough anymore. And he's going to make that us against the world, even stronger, that mentality. But it could be a difficult thing to do. So on offense, obviously it starts and ends with the offensive line. Last week, they kind of struggled against the pass and struggled in pass protection, and the Cowboys can get after it, man. I mean, Micah Parsons is just one of the best players in football. So now it's a matter of, can they protect not only Zach, but can they establish the running game? I mean, it's no secret here. The Jets are going to want to run the ball, control the clock, and not put Zach in positions where it's like 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14. Everything, keep it all manageable. So obviously the Cowboys know that. And the offensive line is going to have their hands full. I wouldn't be surprised if they go even more jumbo, get tight ends involved, get a fullback involved. You got to figure out ways to slow these guys down, because the last thing you want is Zach running for his life, because he gets skittish in the pocket. He gets a little unsettled in the pocket. If you give him a chance to plant his feet and throw the ball, he could be okay. You look at it in this game, he probably only has to make 4 or 5 really, really good throws in terms of like game-breaking throws to help them win the game. Everything else, you just imagine the offense. So if he can have a clean pocket, or if you can have the controlled rollouts, and he's not just flushed and getting overwhelmed, I think he'll be okay. The crowd noise can be a factor as well. So this is on Hackett to have a game plan that is getting him comfortable. Like the one thing with LaFleur, it always seems like Zach wasn't comfortable doing the things that he was doing. You got to pick out the 10 to 15 plays he's really good at and could do in his sleep, and keep calling him till the Cowboys stop it. Then the receivers have to help him. Hardman wasn't involved last week in the plan. This week, get him involved. Jet sweeps, quick passes. Take advantage of an aggressive Cowboys defense by the dink and dunk, the quick slants, and then you can take the shot downfield too. So it's going to be interesting, man. I saw all the stories about Zach Wilson, and as fans, we have no choice but to support him. You want to see him do good, but for me personally, you can look at how he played Monday night, and they're going to say, well, you know what? He was thrown to the wolves. He wasn't really prepared. This week, he has full preparation. He knows what he's getting himself into, but he's got to prove it and earn the respect of his teammates and just earn the trust, saying, you know what? We know what you are as a quarterback. Because right now, we have no idea what he is. One throw doesn't make a quarterback. You've got to put together a string of good games. And to me personally, like even if Zach struggles this week, which I think is to be expected, he's got to beat the Patriots next week. And that is where I'm at. Like you can maybe miss this game or not play as well in this game. You got to beat the Patriots at home. But going to the defensive side of the ball, the Cowboys have a lot of weapons as well, but they also have their offensive line is banged up. So this defense has got to take advantage of it. I think the defense has got to realize, or I think they do realize, that they're only going to go as far as they take them. This offense is going to struggle. This game could be an ugly grinder, and the defense has got to take advantage of it. The Cowboys have great weapons, the good running back of Tony Pollard. You have CeeDee Lamb, and you also have Dak Prescott, who can make all the big throws, but it also takes bad sacks and also makes a lot of errant throws too, who can be forced into turnovers. So this game could be, to be honest, this game could be an ugly one. In terms of special teams, friggin' Zerline's hurt now, so now he's questionable with a groin injury. Zerline was an asset because of a huge leg, So that's kind of concerning if you can't play who the kicker is actually going to be. They're trying guys out. You have Gibson on returns. You have Morstack. So overall, I mean, this game is just weird to me, man. I don't like. You want to see the Jets find a way to win this game, and you kind of want to talk yourself into it. I just can't do that until I see more out of Zach. That's just my personal opinion. You can call me a hater or whatever you want. It's just this is a really tough spot on the road. Cowboys home opener against a ferocious defense. And games like this, I could just see Zach getting overwhelmed. I could see him getting hit a lot, forced into some bad passes. I think the Jets defense will do very well. But I think Dak Prescott is experienced enough to find ways to make plays where Zach doesn't have that experience. In terms of the coaching, obviously McCarthy's got a ton more experience than Saleh. You know, how he manages this spot, I think they're probably even at this point. I guess you give the edge to McCarthy. But in terms of a score prediction, I'm not even going to give one, dude. Because I don't have any idea. I genuinely don't. In my gut, I hope the Jets keep this close. But I can see the Cowboys pulling away late just because of the offense can't move the ball. I'm curious to see how much they can get Garrett Wilson involved. But I don't know, man. So let me know what you think. What the score is going to be, who you think is going to win. You know, I know a lot of Jet fans are going out there. They're going to do their best to root this team on. And Jet fans always travel well. But Cowboys, and that stadium is awesome, dude. But that Cowboys opener is going to be wild, man. So let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later.